In the 1940s and 50s, reports of flying saucers became an American cultural phenomenon. Strange objects seen in the sky have become raw material for Hollywood to present visions of potential threats. Will these so-called visitors from other worlds be peaceful and helpful, or will they attack and destroy humanity? The destructive power of the atomic bomb called into question the potential for advancement of technology. Cold War-era fear of the possibilities of destruction provided fertile ground for terrestrial anxieties to unleash visions of flying saucers and visitors from other worlds that might be lurking in plain sight among us. In this video, we will look at both the Cold War period and alien encounters throughout history. We will also look at interesting facts such as the purpose of aliens coming to Earth, what they come with if they come, and how many aliens there may be in the universe. So let's get to the facts. 1. They can look just like us. Simon Conway Morris, an evolutionary biologist at Cambridge, thinks there's a good chance that intelligent extraterrestrial life could be similar to us. In The Runes of Evolution, Morris argues that different species evolved independently with similar patterns and would likely do the same on other planets. The things we see as most important: cognitive sophistication, big brains, intelligence, tool-making, he said in an interview. If there are other planets that are very similar to planet Earth, and the Kepler spacecraft is discovering that they exist, then there's a very good chance that human-like extraterrestrial intelligence could be found on those planets. If the consequences of evolution are at least generally predictable, then what is true on Earth will also be true in the Milky Way and beyond, Morris said. 2. They will send robots first. In popular culture, there are aliens landing on Earth from spaceships, but scientists like SETI Institute astronomer Seth Shostak oppose this idea. Because space travel is a long, distant journey and a huge investment. If aliens wanted to make contact with planet Earth, they would most likely send robots and computers first. It's not like the hatch opens and we see a weird alien claw coming out, Shostak said in an interview. He said it is more likely to be a robot arm. But Shostak and other scientists have suggested that extraterrestrial visitors could also be machines. Stephen J. Dick, an astronomer and NASA's chief historian at the time, argued in an article that extraterrestrial intelligence is most likely post-biological artificial intelligence. Because of the limits of biology and the flesh and blood brain, he wrote, cultural evolution will eventually result in methods that enhance intelligence beyond these biological limits, and that could make it more likely that aliens will actually visit. Silicon-based creatures are more likely to participate in space travel, having durable systems that are practically immortal, Shostak wrote in an opus ed. If we encounter one, these may be the first creatures we encounter. 3. Black holes could be alien power plants. While alien hunters spend plenty of time searching for habitable planets beyond our solar system, a study published in July in the journal Monthly Notices of the Royal Astronomical Society warns that scientists should not ignore nature's most extreme object, black holes, because black holes can radiate 100,000 times more energy than a star like our Sun. They could make attractive targets for alien civilizations looking to power their interstellar ventures, the study's authors wrote. To do this, aliens could use high-tech structures called Dyson spheres, giant, energy-sucking spheres first proposed in the 1960s, to steal energy from a disk of white-hot matter orbiting a black hole's horizon and then radiate that energy outward into space. The study authors suggested that this re-emitted energy would create a distinct wavelength signature that astronomers could detect from Earth. Researchers are currently developing algorithms to scan existing telescope data to find these clues. 4. They may not come for peace. Stephen Hawking has made his views on extraterrestrial life very clear. If aliens visit us, I think the outcome will be like when Christopher Columbus first landed in America, which didn't turn out so well for the Native Americans, he said in an interview. He later told reporters, a civilization that reads one of our messages may be billions of years ahead of us. If so, they will be much more powerful and may not regard us as more valuable than bacteria. Other scientists have noted that aliens, like humans, will likely value natural resources. I suspect resources will be limited elsewhere in the universe, Shostak said. 5. The difference in technology could be billions of years. If no one is truly sure what extraterrestrial life would look like, the form they exist in, or their reasons for coming into contact with humans, who knows how they would behave? This would be like humans meeting trilobites, because aliens may be billions of years more advanced than we are, Shostak said in an interview. They can be aggressive, because aggression is preferred in the Darwinian system, but they can also be peaceful. It is possible that extraterrestrials, like humans, have evolved to be capable of both violent aggression and peaceful compromise. But if evolution is based on survival of the fittest, astrobiologist Pushkar Ganesh-Vaidya says if established, we have good reason to believe that aggressive instincts will be present in extra situations, he wrote. The extent to which alien life will be able to rein in their aggressive instincts, or possibly self-destruct, is anyone's guess. 6. They can manipulate space. Let's think about it this way. Humanity has made its current technological leap in the last 50 years. Think of it as 1 billion. Then you would have trillion bytes of data and information about the universe, space, life, and the laws of physics. In this way, you can bend space and unreachable distances in space become reachable. You get more resources and information. So what question do you ask next? Answer, who are we? You probably research living life and intelligent life. If they found us and don't want to contact us, this is the likely reason. That is, searching for intelligent life. Also, there may be more life in the universe than we think, but intelligent life certainly seems scarce. 7. Alien planets may not look anything like Earth. Typically, the search for alien life begins with the search for Earth-like planets, but there may be another class of alien worlds that are equally habitable, according to a study published in August in the Astrophysical Journal. Hycean planets, which are 2.5 times larger than Earth and have huge oceans of liquid water beneath hydrogen-rich atmospheres, may be the sweet spot for microbial life similar to extremophiles that thrive in some of Earth's harshest environments, such as hydrothermal vents, the study authors said. Not only are these planets abundant in the Milky Way galaxy, they are also incredibly diverse. Some orbit very close to their host star, while others orbit very far away. Both could potentially host tiny life beneath their waves. The authors wrote, this means it could be a whole new avenue of exploration for alien planet hunters. In addition, such different ecosystems can create different characteristics among living things. For example, the aliens we see in science fiction movies have the ability to read minds or communicate remotely. 8. Scientists may be ignoring alien junk in our own solar system. The strange, cigar-shaped Oumuamua object that zoomed past our solar system in 2017 is almost certainly a piece of alien technology, according to Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb's latest book, Extraterrestrial: The First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth. In his book, Loeb argues that the object's unusual, elongated shape, extreme brightness, and apparent acceleration away from the sun suggest that Oumuamua is not of natural origin but is likely a piece of alien technology dropped on our world. Other intelligent living organisms are running out of technology or being discarded as technological junk, Loeb wrote. These are all plausible explanations for the Oumuamua mystery. Plausible because here on Earth humanity is already doing these things, albeit on a much more limited scale. The majority of astronomers who have studied the object prefer natural explanations, calling it a cosmic dust bunny or a truly strange comet. 9. There is no best way to communicate with aliens. If aliens are watching us relatively close by, what's the best way to tell them where we live? Live science writer Joanna Thompson explored this question in December and found that no method is foolproof. On the one hand, radio waves are an attractive way to communicate with extraterrestrials because these signals fit into a convenient gap in the electromagnetic spectrum called the water hole, a frequency between 1420 and 1720 MHz, relatively free from cosmic background noise. On the other hand, radio waves expand as they progress. This means that any message we send will become more diluted as we move away from Earth. Laser light does not have this problem, but laser signals require incredible precision and are unlikely to reach any alien observers unless we aim our message directly at their star system. Both methods have their advantages, and neither is perfect. 10. Another Fermi Paradox suggestion. Where are all the aliens? In May 2022, two scientists proposed a troubling solution to the so-called Fermi Paradox. Perhaps a civilization intelligent enough to develop space travel could eventually evolve to a point where energy demands would outpace innovation, leading to that civilization's collapse. Alternatively, an alien civilization may maintain balance and become stagnant as a result. To avert their own catastrophe, civilizations may undergo a homeostatic awakening by shifting their production away from interstellar growth, social well-being, sustainable development, and environmental harmony, but at the sacrifice of the ability to expand across the stars, scientists said. The positive one. Signals from dying civilizations can be relatively easy to detect from Earth due to the large amount of energy emitted. This raises the possibility that many of humanity's first detections of extraterrestrial life may be of the intelligent, if not yet wise, variety, the scientists wrote. Bonus: alien news and alien census throughout human history. Alien news, which started in the 1950s as part of the Cold War and America's secret projects, actually dates back much further. People believed in alien life as early as 610 BC. The ancient Greek Anaximander first introduced the concept of cosmic pluralism, or the assumption that there are worlds that may have life beyond Earth. The earliest recorded UFO sighting occurred in 1440 BC. The first recorded alien encounter was an early UFO sighting in ancient Egypt. Scribes of the 6th pharaoh Thutmose III described fiery discs floating in the skies of Lower Egypt. A second bonus information about aliens is that in 1848, Scottish minister and science teacher Thomas Dick began calculating the number of aliens living in the solar system. He predicted that if the population density in space matched the population density in England at 280 people per square mile, there should be a population of 22 trillion in the solar system. According to the Drake equation, he states that there are probably between 1,000 and 100 million planets with civilization in the Milky Way galaxy. Yes, we have come to the end of the 10 most interesting fact videos about aliens. For more videos about the universe and space, you can look at the cards or playlists. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.